Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Last Minute Rundown. I'm Deviant Dario.
I'm Infinite One.
And I am Josmarie. I'm new.
Yep, and tonight we're going to be talking about the second fighter, who Zuko's going to be fighting. You say his name because I'm really bad at it.
Shoto Totoroki.
Yes! And I found out a few things interesting about him. One, his character was literally based off of Zuko.
For the most part.
For the most part, because the original creator, who admits he's heavily inspired by the American cinema, especially the modern day stuff at the time, he admitted he did watch a bit of Avatar, and aside from him, there are the few other characters that he kind of references from that show. But we'll talk. But sticking with Shoto, I find that kind of interesting for the most part.
Yeah, because they technically have the same backstory. They don't like the They both have close connections to their mother. The father didn't really like the mother.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Both their fathers are basically psychopaths.
Exactly, and then although
And the
Shoto's
scar,
although Shoto's mom gave him the scar when Zuko's dad gave him his, it's still they have scars.
Yeah. So aside from that slight.
With that being said, I can't wait for Shoto to get his second scar.
God.
Why?
No, just to fill out the whole Zuko following, because Zuko has 2 scars and Shoto only has 1. I wonder when he's gonna get the second one.
Oh God, they probably are gonna do that. If the references as deep as they already are, then they might as well just go the full way.
Calling it now.
Calling it. Oh yeah. Right. So actually, no, I'll let you start, Finny, since you actually more caught up than we are, to be honest.
All right. So Shoto Totoroki, his quirk is half hot, half cold. Also, on the right side of his body, he has cryokinesis, which is ice powers, and then the left side is pyrokinesis, which is fire. Which is funny because his dad, Endeavor, the number 2 hero, his quirk is fire, like control over fire, and I believe his mom's quirk was control over ice.
So implying how he's able to inherit both at once.
Yeah, so I guess he used. I mean, I could be wrong because I haven't really. I've only watched the episodes once. I never really went back to watch, but I'm pretty sure she had ice.
Yeah, his mother has pyrokinesis.
Oh, thank you. Yep.
You just found it too.
All right. He has enhanced durability, endurance, and agility. He doesn't like using his fire side because he resents his father.
Understandably.
Yeah, that's perfectly understandable.
He was trained by his father, which,
To be fair, it's not like he had much of a choice.
Yeah, he really didn't have a choice because his father was like, if I can't beat All Might, then maybe you can beat All Might.
Yeah, that's right. The father was a bit of an obsessive prick. Even though he was considered a hero, he still had his own agenda.
Because he was always living in the shadow of All Might because he was known as the number 2 hero. And All Might was known as number 1.
I mean, that sucks, but bro, don't bring your kids into it. That was just a little too much.
I mean, All Might brought his kid into it.
Kinda.
I just love referring to Zuko as his kid because he really is.
I know. I'm waiting for that to be a random twist or something. They might as well.
No, they already announced that his father had control over fire.
Yeah.
Question mark.
Father?
Where are the fathers in any anime?
Where are the fathers?
Well, the fathers are gone, and the mothers with certain hairstyles will eventually be gone.
Yes.
God.
So let's see here.
Father? I don't They mentioned him, but
it's Endeavor. All right.
I mean, from what we do know, it would be ridiculous if it ends up being. Oh God! So those two are.
I would laugh. I would laugh my ass off so much.
Brothers.
All right. And Totoroki would still be happy because he would still be able to have his love interest in Izuku.
All right.
Anyway, so there's no major hand-to-hand combat for him.
Yeah, I noticed
which
that.
is the downside. Which is the downside for him because I mean he may have trained hand to hand with Endeavor, but we don't know. It was never really seen.
Yeah, but nothing in real like any known martial arts based
Which
form.
is
It's
which
really
is
just
where I feel Zuko is going to have the major advantage
advantage.
there.
Yeah, because the freaking Fire Nation. Like I know I keep on repeating this, but they're basically North Korea
North
with
Korea with flamethrowers.
flamethrowers.
Yes, we understand.
Yes, and to the point where they literally every citizen goes through that military stage because that's just required in their nation. So they're just naturally trained to be able to fight. And I forget what did I say. I think he had a form of Northern Shaolin martial arts, which is
Yes.
actually implied when they came up with the firebending style for the show. So
Yeah,
he,
there's every bending style in Avatar: The Last Airbender is like based off of a certain martial arts.
yeah, which I thought was freaking genius, and
Yeah, that was amazing.
yeah, give it. Excuse me. I forgot to talk for a second. A plus to attention to detail with that. I love it. What was I about to bring up? Oh yeah. So yeah, the North. I had to look up before. I think it was the Northern Shaolin martial arts, but I forget which one
Yeah.
exactly.
All right. Well, going into what Shoto has been seen to do is his heaven-piercing ice wall, which can encapsulate an opponent and block the battlefield for offensive or defensive purposes. Seen more in the uh, festival where he literally froze almost half the stadium, and the ice was seen sticking out of the stadium.
That's right. He literally flash freezed everyone, and I think even the
Yeah.
announcer had trouble too, right?
Yeah, Mike was just like, "Oh no!"
He's like, okay, I think he won.
All right. The wall of flames again, offensive or defensive. He uses it to create space or attack multiple opponents at once. His flash freeze heat wave. He first cools the air around him, then switches to his fire, which allows for a superheated blast surrounding him.
Okay. Okay, it definitely shows he has some residuance and to heat, especially with his suit alone.
Yes. Yeah. Well, here's the thing though. His jacket is made from a special fire-resistant fiber,
Hmm.
and then he also has a device around his neck that senses his body temperature and helps. And the vest that he wears helps to regulate his body temperature.
Ooh.
And I just literally just said that the vest will help heat up or cool down his body according to his body temperature because the device near his neck says, "Hey, it's too cold, warm up the suit," or "It's too hot, cool the suit down."
Okay, so it's a sensor. It's a built-in sensor that he literally taught himself to react to during certain
Yes.
situations. That is genius. Oh my god. You know what?
Yeah, I
He
love the attention to detail that they put in like the making of the hero outfits.
yeah,
I've
really
never.
nice because it's really good because they. Sorry to cut you off. Go
That's
ahead.
okay. Oh, no, I was just saying like I really love the attention to detail. Like I personally never really saw that type of detail as far as like even with the character outfits in any anime series.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm noticing that with this show actually, because I feel like they're definitely trying to use a similar formula with how the Marvel movies are, and at least that's what I'm getting that vibe of. Because they definitely gotten that type of reputation, right, to be known like their own set of superheroes. Because that was the whole
What I
point.
what I really like about this anime in general, before I go back to listing off his things, they don't pander to just one or two characters. They try to give everybody their own like story. Like they
Like,
branched off for a few like not for a few episodes or two episodes to zero in on Kirishima, which is the rock guy, and they literally made him like show what he can actually do. And like he pushed past his limit to become like even stronger in the moments that they needed him to.
hmm.
So it's showing progression for every character so far. and I like that.
I really need to get back on that show.
All right.
You're making me want to watch it. I
Right.
have to catch up to season 4.
Right?
His utility belt has metal capsules that contain water, pain medication, and disinfectants, so he can basically make a first aid kit whenever he needs to.
Holy crap!
That's
This guy,
nice.
he is literally okay. So he is well equipped in a sense.
He's well prepared for certain situations.
All right.
Yeah.
He has special snow boots that he has that have spikes, so it prevents him from slipping on his own ice.
It's basically like ski boots in a way, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, like the little cleats.
Yeah. And then his wrist guards are made from the same material as the vest to keep the heat and the cold temperatures from traveling up his arms into his upper body, so it can help regulate the temperature. So that helps like control the temperature of his body as well.
Well, you mentioned before he basically had like a neural system throughout his body,
Yeah.
so he can sense whatever if he's in danger and counter it with his powers.
Yeah, but the wrist guards help like to let him use the powers longer.
Okay.
I would imagine, because if he overuses one side without using the other, his body temperature suffers. But with the vest, it's easier for him to maintain his like composure because he has those materials available to him.
Yeah. Well, he's definitely. What was my word? He's definitely gone through enough fights where he's learned from each one to better himself each time. So
Yeah.
And in great detail. My God, he understands his powers enough to really take control of the playing field.
One bit of training that he went through during screen time, where they actually did like when they went to a camp to try to improve their powers, or their quirks rather.
Mm-hmm.
He sat in a barrel of water, alternating between ice and fire to regulate the water temperature, so he can help. So it would help him to better withstand the cold,
Holy crap.
the cold and the flame. So like it would like maybe if I can find the
That's
scene in
literally
time.
Green Beret training.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my God! Because I know for a fact.
I remember seeing that scene where they were doing the hero training camp thing.
Yes.
And he was inside the barrel of water, and there was literally an entire space designated for him, so that like just in case the ice or the fire spread out anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite training that anyone did in that camp was probably Tokoyami and Dark Shadow, where you just hear him screaming in a cave. And that's it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like literally, you don't even see him. You just hear him screaming in a cave, and that's all.
That's enough.
It's hilarious.
He needs to stay in Dark Shadow. He gotta scream.
Oh God, I really need to watch this show again.
It's great.
It's really good.
I love that. I know when I first started, when you first tried to get me into it, I think it was not even like, it was just starting on season 2. So was it starting to get big?
No, it was the end of season 3. I tried to get you into it because I just finished watching it with with him, and then I tried to get you on it by bringing you over, and we just didn't have the time for it.
Yeah, well, I'm always busy, unfortunately. I mean, with the Corona thing going on, so got all the time in the
I'm trying to see if I have
with.
anything. Oh, one thing that was seen when they were in the early stages of the show, like season 1, episode like maybe 5. They had the entrance exams for UA. He easily defeated the largest robot that they put out, the Executor robot. Like, I think he beat it in like 15 seconds.
Wait, wasn't that when I think his father was even watching, and he was like, "God damn it, I have to put on a show for him." Was that the scene?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Like he literally was like, "Fine," just did it with his ice, not with his fire. And I remember the first time he used his flames when fighting Izuku. his dad just acted like he nutted everywhere. He was like so happy he finally used fire.
Of course he did.
Literally burst into flames.
He's like, Shoto!
It's about damn time, boy.
He probably thought that at that moment his son had finally forgiven him for all the abuse.
For all the abuse.
Yeah, right.
And he just literally was like, no, I did it for me. This is my quirk, Dad. F you.
And then later I see the version of his I guess his skin where he literally just freezes over the fireside. That's really the biggest middle finger to his father I think he could have ever done.
I think that was like when they were like doing a class exercise and it was like they were playing heroes versus villains kind of thing.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what the story with that was. I just knew that he experimented with that, and I wasn't sure if he did it out of resentment at the time or did it as like a test to himself.
Well, I'm glad you actually brought that up
because
I'm glad you brought that up because that actually I forgot that because that means he can encase himself in ice.
Yeah.
If need be.
And granted that when we mentioned before, he literally practiced freezing himself and boiling himself, so he's probably used to certain temperatures where he can actually make it colder and more hardened that he can able to sustain himself in it and be used to it, and where others can barely even do anything to him. They can't even break the ice.
I love our little icy hot.
He's a walking pun.
He is. My favorite thing about him is when he got a text message from Midoriya with his location on.
Oh, yeah.
And then he literally said, "What's this? Midoriya, dark alley, by himself with his location. Dad, bye." And just left.
I mean, thank God he did.
I know, thank God he did. I was so mad about Stain's power. Because it's just ripping off Hidan from Naruto.
Wait.
I'm not too into Naruto. I don't.
Yeah, yeah. He Deviant, what I sent you the other day. You know what Hidan did, right?
I'm looking right now. I'm trying to remember. Yeah.
He was the blood curse ritual guy.
Where the frick is it?
Stain literally has like 80% of the same power that he does.
Sorry, you sent me too many memes, so I'm like ripping through this as fast as possible.
I'll just explain it to you later. Don't worry about it.
Apologies.
I send you too much stuff because I get bored.
Understandably. Excuse me. All right.
Well, that's really all I have.
So basically, in conclusion, Zuko is toast.
Probably, unless she can get him at close range where he can't use his quirk that well with his martial arts. That's the only advantage I feel he has at this point.
Or lightning bending.
Well, here's the thing.
Can he that I never confirmed. Zuko knows how to redirect it, but he doesn't know how to charge it. He even tried to learn himself and with his uncle Iroh, and he was just being usual spoiled brat. Or can I do it?
Yeah, Iroh was literally telling him you have to do this, and then Zuko tried it, and then it backfired. And then Zuko's like, shoot lightning at me so I can redirect it. You only ever see him redirect it. You never see him do it on his own.
Yeah. Twice with his father, which was awesome, and with and kind of with his sister Azula, even though it wasn't aimed at him, so he wasn't prepared, so he kind of took a bit of that hit.
Yeah, there was a scene though in Avatar: The Last Airbender where it didn't really show anything, but there was like a scene at the end of the episode where he had actually, because Iroh wasn't teaching him how to lightning bend, he had actually went to the top of a mountain in the middle of a thunderstorm to try to do it.
I think he was trying to practice redirecting it. I think I remember which scene you're talking about too, because
the one where he screams at the sky.
Yeah, because he did try to ask his uncle to do it. It's like, hey, all right, now I can do this. Now, shoot lightning bolt at me.
Shoot lightning. And Uncle Iroh was just like,
no, that's dangerous. Why would I do that?
Why would I do it? He's like, you're useless, Uncle.
He basically says, like, but you taught me so I could learn. Yeah, so one day
hopefully you don't have to use it.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
He literally says, "I taught you to use it because I hope that you never have to use it."
What does he do? Go on the top of a mountain where in a freaking lightning storm and tries to use it.
Yeah. I mean, thank God he didn't get like fried or anything. So.
Yeah, all for honor.
All for honor.
You can't escape me this time, honor.
Okay.
I'm watching that and I'm watching that when we're done with
You
this because
watched
I
it
missed.
after the last time we did that.
No, I didn't actually. I forgot.
Okay.
Wait, what are you talking about?
There's this gag video making fun of a lot of stuff, but one in particular, Avatar Bridge.
I have to watch that because oh my god.
There's a lot of ridiculous stuff out there.
There's a lot of fun stuff that you need to watch.
The only Bridge series that I've ever seen was like the Attack on Titan Bridge series.
Which one?
Wait, which one?
Wait, is
Slap on Titan?
Oh, no. There's another one that's actually by Team 4-Star that does...
That only lasted one episode because they got copyrighted.
Yeah, they got hit hard by it, and it was one of the funniest things that was ever put out at the time.
I think I might have seen it at some point. I'm pretty sure I did, because I think I remember that name.
Do you remember Armin being really, really, really annoying?
That's him this show.
I mean, okay, fair enough.
How dare you say that about my boy?
We can talk about it over a nice campfire.
Let's not go there. All right,
some of you will get that reference. Some of you won't, and it's okay.
I'm sorry for those who do.
Exactly.
All right, so I think that's going to be it for today. I just want to thank our guest, Josmarie, for coming and talking nonsense with us.
No problem. Thanks for having me on. That was fun.
Oh yeah, and also check out her channel. It's an anime thing. It is freaking awesome. She's got weekly updates on anime news, and it is awesome. Check it out. And I'm Deviant Dario.
I'm Infinite One.
And I am Josmarie.
And you guys have a killer day.
This has been your last minute rundown.